So, welcome. Tonight we are going to talk about some strategies to help your children of all ages, young kids and teens, cope with stress and anxiety in their lives. So, we live in a beautiful world, but there are a lot of stressors for all of us of all ages. And as parents, we want to learn to help protect our kids and prepare them to handle stress. So I want to welcome people as they're joining in. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone. We have a really important topic tonight. I do want to thank people. I got so many birthday wishes this past week. It was my birthday a few days ago. So I do want to mention and thank people for all of the lovely birthday wishes that I have received and that I'm continuing to receive. I really do appreciate them. And again, I want to thank you. And I am glad that we can move forward to this really important topic tonight. I may actually end with a song. I'm thinking of possibly ending with a song about the topic. We'll see how it goes. So make sure you stay till the end, and maybe somebody can remind me if I forget to do it. But again, we live in a beautiful world, and there are so many things to be grateful for, but we all have some stress in our lives. And as adults, as parents, we'd really like to help our kids prepare for it. What we don't want to do is be what they call helicopter parents, to always be there and try to remove and take care of the stress for our kids. We want them to be resilient and to know how to handle stress, to learn how to handle stress. So the best thing we can do is actually discuss it with our kids and help them learn how to handle stress when it does come up. So I'm going to talk a lot about that. The first comment that I want to make is, of course, if you want your kids to come to you when they do have issues and problems, the best way to do that is always keep an open line of communication so that you're always talking with them about what's on their mind, about how their day was, what's going on at school, so that if there is an issue with stress outside the house, they'll be comfortable coming to you and telling you, this is what happened, this is what's going on, as opposed to not having an open line of communication and not knowing how to bring it up. And I'll be talking a lot more about that today. But I want to talk about some of the sources of stress for our kids. So, of course, there's school stress about tests coming up, grades coming back, school assignments and reports. There are always for our kids lots of social issues, fitting in with their classmates, peer pressure, feeling left out. There's always bullying. For the older kids, there's the issues of drugs and sex. There are social issues for kids who are extroverts. There are social issues for kids who are introverts. Some of our introverted kids may have done better during COVID when they were home with virtual school. And some of them may have had trouble going back to school. There are numerous potential life stressors when there are family changes at home. A new sibling, a new brother or sister, even though it's exciting for the family, can be stressful, especially for a young child to get used to. Or moving to a new home, or someone sick in the family, parents or a sibling or grandparents, or a close family friend. And other family changes, parents' separation or divorce, or hearing parents arguing. So there are many things. And we want to teach our kids to handle the stress rather than act out the stress. Because when they feel stressed and they don't know how to handle it, sometimes they have tantrums, sometimes they start yelling, sometimes there are behavior problems because they don't know how to handle their emotions. And so we want to really give them tools to be able to handle stress better. And again, I'm going to talk about some helpful strategies, but the first one again is always keep an open line of communication with your child. Try to talk regularly with them. How was your day today if they went to school? Who did you play with? Who did you have lunch with? Who did you see? What went on during your day? That's a great open-ended question. What went on during your day? What happened during your day? So they feel comfortable to discuss anything with you. And stress, I think it's important for parents to understand that stress is in our mind, in our body. So in our mind is really our self-talk and saying to ourselves, oh, I'm stressed. This is so stressful. I don't know what to do about this. How do I handle this? And stress shows up in our body as well. Sometimes our stomach may be upset. Sometimes our stomach may feel like it's turning. We may feel like we're sweating. Our chest may feel tight. Our stomach may feel tight. Sometimes there are headaches. And some things that we can do to handle stress, which we usually think of in the mind, are actually working through the body. And the body helps us release our stress, both in the body and the mind. So I help kids, I share strategies with kids that are sometimes physical and sometimes in the mind as well. So some common strategies when you're feeling stressed, take some deep breaths. Because when you're focusing on that deep breath, you're, at least for the moment, letting the stress go and you're feeling the comfort of a deep breath. I tell people you can count to 10. So again, momentarily, you're leaving that stress, you're calming yourself down, and when you come back from that counting to 10, you can often think more clearly. You may take a little walk. You may clap your hands if you're able to. Again, giving yourself a little interference from feeling stressed. And most important, and a very important suggestion to give your kids, you may want to talk to somebody, tell someone, like a parent, like yourself, or a teacher, or a guidance counselor, or a grandparent, or a friend. Rather than just the self-talk, I'm feeling stressed, I don't know what to do. Sometimes when you talk with somebody, they can come up with strategies to help you deal with the stress, to help your child deal with the stress. And again, that stress is the open line of communication with you. And we always want our kids to have some regular stress-reducing activities in their lives. Like we talk about me time for ourselves. Some things that kids can have that help keep levels of stress down. So for some, it's sports or exercise. Maybe it's even meditation for young kids, or yoga, or art, or music, or dance. All of those are good for the mind and the body. And again, we want to talk about how to keep the stress level down in the moment, and techniques and strategies in life for generally keeping the body relaxed. And there are some physical suggestions as well. Make sure your child gets enough sleep, because not getting enough sleep in people is associated with increased stress hormones. That's really important for teenagers who sometimes tend to want to stay up late at night, and they have to wake up early for school. Diet is important, not too much sugar or junk food. And being whole and strong physically, emotionally. So some exercise, some sports, some mind release techniques, all of those are helpful. And again, those conversations, keeping those open lines of communications is really important, so kids don't feel isolated or alone or stuck in their stress. What we want to do is normalize conversations about stress. So kids know, first of all, it's normal to feel stress in our lives. They are not alone. They are not stuck in it. They can have help. They can talk to people. They can take some steps in the moment. and on a regular basis to feel less stressed in their lives. And again, conversations with you or when appropriate with their teacher, with a guidance counselor, with a grandparent, with a classmate or a friend may sometimes give them helpful suggestions. So again, as parents, we know that our lives, no matter what age our kids are, there are some stress levels involved. And we want to be actively participating and involved in teaching our kids to handle stress so that they don't feel stuck in it. I am going to sing a brief song that I wrote about handling stress. And I wrote this song for a couple of reasons. One, I think a song is a great way to open a conversation with kids. You might even want to say, you know, I heard this song about stress, and I want to talk to you a little bit about handling stress, about where you might feel stress in your life or at school, and how you can handle it. And there are some suggestions in this song. So if you'd like to share this song with your kids, again, it's a great way to open a conversation. If your kids want to share this song or you want to share this song with their class or with their teachers, that would be great. If you're interested in more information about this song, if you want the list of the lyrics, you can make an appointment with me, schedule an appointment. I'll be happy to tell you more about the song and give you a sheet with the lyrics to it. Again, if you do want to talk more about this topic or any of the other topics we talk about, do feel free to schedule an appointment with me. The link to my calendar is in our group, and so feel free to go in and schedule an appointment. Remember that this is a full scope home for mothers and parents. We solve problems for mothers, for kids, and for families, for relationships, for milestones with kids, for jobs and how you can build your goals at your job and at home to improve your work-life balance. So if I can help you with any of those issues, I am happy to do that. Each week I pick a particular topic. Today we're talking about helping kids handle stress. So I am going to sing this song for you. And again, I invite you to share this with your kids and any others who you feel might find it helpful. So, stress is just a feeling, I can handle it with healing. I can take some breaths, I can count to 10. I can clap my hands, I can ask for help. Stress is just a feeling, it feels like I am reeling, but I can feel calm, turn my deep breaths on, let the pressure go, what to do, I know. Stress is just a feeling, now I know what to do when feeling stressed or blue. It's a normal part of life, I can put it aside. We can know what to do, a relief for me and you. 'Cause stress is just a feeling. So I hope that this can help open up some conversations about where we feel stress in our lives, about how we can handle stress in the moment and become better at managing stress overall in our lives. Again, if this is helpful to you, I would love for you to let me know in the comments or make an appointment and let me know. If you would like the sheet with the words to the lyrics and more information about this or any other topic, feel free to schedule an appointment with me with the link in our group. And again, check in during the week in our group for recommendations on lots of topics. And I will see you back here again next week at the same time. Again, I thank everybody for all the birthday wishes that I've received during the week and continuing on. And again, I look forward to seeing you in the group during the week and back here at our regular time next Sunday.